Imagine, if you will, a world where your neighborhood's homeowners association doesn't merely observe your property from afar, but actively listens to every word spoken within the supposed sanctuary of your own home. This isn't a dystopian fantasy. It's the chilling reality one woman encountered, a reality that will make you question the true cost of community living. When Rebecca, a woman in her early 30s with bright, inquisitive eyes and a penchant for order, first moved into the meticulously manicured Cedar Hill Estates, she was impressed. The HOA seemed, in her initial estimation, unusually proactive, almost prescient. Reminders about lawn care arrived before a single blade of grass dared to grow too long, and notices about trash bin placement appeared as if by magic. One ordinary Tuesday morning, as she stood in her sunlit kitchen, sipping coffee and discussing the mundane with her husband David, a man with a perpetually bemused expression and a comforting presence, she casually grumbled about the neighbor's incessantly barking dog. "Honestly, David, that dog is driving me mad. Does it ever stop?" She thought nothing of it. It was just a private conversation, a moment of domestic vent. The very next day, a crisp, official-looking envelope from the HOA appeared in her mailbox. The notice inside read, "Noise complaint acknowledged. Issue resolved." Rebecca blinked, then reread the words. She hadn't called anyone, she hadn't emailed, she hadn't even so much as sent a carrier pigeon. "Did you say something to them?" she asked David, who simply shrugged, equally perplexed. At first, Rebecca dismissed it as an uncanny coincidence, perhaps a misunderstanding or an administrative quirk. After all, what were the chances? But the unsettling pattern continued, escalating in its eerie precision. Weeks later, she idly mentioned to David her intention to repaint her weather-beaten mailbox. The very next morning, an unsolicited package arrived from the HOA containing an array of approved paint samples, complete with color codes and strict application guidelines. A small chuckle escaped her lips, tinged with a growing unease. Then came the incident that solidified her chilling suspicion. One evening, feeling overwhelmed by the incessant busybody nature of the neighborhood watch, she whispered to David, I think I'm going to quit the neighborhood group. It's just too much." By nightfall, when she attempted to log into the community's online portal, her access was mysteriously restricted. A terse message flashed across the screen. Account privileges suspended due to internal policy review. It was then that Rebecca, a woman known for her methodical approach to life, decided to conduct a test. She meticulously unplugged every single smart device in her home, the smart speaker in the living room, the security cameras by the front door, even her Wi-Fi router. Every potential electronic ear was silenced. She then stood in the absolute quiet of her living room, took a deep breath, and stated, in a clear, deliberate voice, "I think the HOA president is spying." The silence that followed felt heavy, oppressive. For a brief moment, she wondered if she had finally succumbed to paranoia. But her doubts were shattered within the hour. A sharp, authoritative rap echoed through her front door. When Rebecca opened it, she was greeted by a man in a crisp, dark uniform, his smile perfectly polite, yet utterly devoid of warmth. He held a tablet in one hand, his posture rigid. "Ma'am, your HOA microphone system detected a violation, unauthorized discussion about association operations. Such discourse falls under Section 4.7b of the Cedar Hill Estates Resident Charter." Rebecca felt a cold dread spread through her. Her heart pounded, a frantic drum against her ribs. She moved out 2 days later, abandoning her perfectly manicured lawn and her carefully chosen decor. Her entire security deposit, she later discovered, was forfeited for verbal misconduct. So, the next time you find yourself complaining about your HOA, or even just thinking about them, pause. Take a moment to consider who or what might be listening. Because in some neighborhoods, the walls truly do have ears.